I don't see anything.
So no, you do notice there is this metallic beam that is anchored into the rock face on the other side, and then it's anchored in on one larger boulder on this side, and it's very, very narrow, but it is leading over this lava pit.
Well, I think we're going in the right direction because this was definitely.
Rin immediately stops you and goes, Stop moving. There's something across the side of the lava.
Yep.
There's a creature.
There's a
Oh,
creature, yep.
snap! There is.
I'll move up to the beam. I'll look at everyone and say, I'm getting out of here one way or another. And I'll swing my manacles over the rod and like zip line across.
Okay, so it's gonna be flat, so you're not gonna slide.
Well, I'll push or whatever and see how far I can go. If I stop some distance between, I'll start swinging my legs.
Okay, so give me another Constitution saving throw.
3 more points of fire damage.
Yep. Okay, so you threw it over, and you kind of push off the rock a little bit, but you weren't able to get very far. I mean, you could keep trying to go over it, but as your hands are up there, you do notice that the heat that is directly under this metal beam has made this whole beam very hot.
Fuck.
Okay.
I'll try and run across.
I'm holding metal manacles and I'm hanging from it over the lava.
Okay, so what are you gonna like? Keep trying to like go over like that, or what are you trying to do?
Yep, I'm swinging my legs, trying to slide across to the other side.
Okay. So you get 1 second here.
I'm just going to. So you're getting closer to the creature, Strong Braid.
Hey, don't you fellers have some of that gooey stuff that maybe we could put on here and like douse this thing, maybe to run across real quick or something?
Oh, the harpy water?
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, but that just locks you into place, doesn't it?
If you play the music.
I mean, what's the point then?
No,
You just
I
pull
just
the
try to
part-
think of ways to
particles.
not, burn my balls as I try to go across this steaming pool of death and metals and things. That's all. Just throwing out ideas is really where I'm going with all that.
DM.
Mm-hmm.
There is a spell in my arsenal. Would I know if Featherfall would reduce the weight of a person?
I think it only slows
or is it
your
just like
descent.
a cushion, basically?
Yeah, it slows descent. It doesn't lower the weight, the mass of a person.
All right.
So as you're kind of shimmying across, anybody can stop me if they're wanting to do anything, but I'll just keep going.
You're good.
Tell somebody to say that. Okay, so Strongbraid, as you're shimmering across, you get about a third of the way, and you start hearing a gurgling noise coming from the center of this lava stream that's halfway.
I would like to try and run across the beam and wrench him up from the lava.
Okay, give me a Constitution saving throw for the beam. It's going to be a 10. Oh,
Hits.
I forgot to put my screen. Okay, so you're going to take 1 point of fire damage from the heat from the beam. But you are able to get out to where Strongbraid is if you're wanting to pull him up.
Yeah, and I just want to wrench him up from the lava area.
Okay, Strongbraid, are you going to contest this, or are you just gonna?
I mean, what, wrench me up to stand on the beam?
Yes.
Sure. I will contest. Drag me up.
No, contest me. Are you trying to fight it? Are you trying to stay down there, or are you letting him pull you up?
No, he pulls me up. He pulls me up.
Okay, that's what's gonna. Okay, so he pulls you up. Give me a Constitution saving throw as well, for the heat of the beam.
Attaboy.
There, so you're good.
Do I also need to make a dex save to balance on it because I'm hobbled and have a -1 to my dexterity?
I love it. Yep.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You're helping the.
12.
You're able to maintain your balance.
Cool.
Have we deducted how far apart this beam is, like how wide it is?
What I've deducted is people like to leap before they look.
I keep running across to the other side.
Okay.
Just keep fucking going, don't stop, let's go!
So as you take a couple steps forward, the bubbling underneath surges up, and a massive fire elemental
Oh god.
appears out of the lava.
All back!
So let's get
Oh,
everybody to roll initiative.
oh god damn it.
My lord in heaven.
Oh my god. Okay, so is Rin gonna get another nat 1? I swear to god, this is gonna be his thing. Pretty much a nat 1.
Love it.
Do you want to do the final break before the results of this play out?
Yeah, I think after this we'll do Q&A and everything. So
Oh, we're gonna end on the.
Yeah, I like it.
yeah, we
I
can
like
end,
it a
we can end
lot.
right here.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
I like it a
no,
lot.
no.
Okay. Perfect. That's a good place to end. So we
I
will.
If I fail 2 more con saves, I'm dead.
You're gonna fall in the lava, which is just as bad as ass for any D&D player.
Oh no.
Good shit, fellas. I love it.
And as a dungeon master, I know the statistics of a fire elemental.
Yeah, it's go fuck yourself. I know as well, but Kurtz doesn't know, so he's gonna try and hit it with his bullshit weak ass sword until going to his magical hatchet.
Yeah, see, our amazing. On your left, you'll see the resident fire elemental. He pops up from time to time, usually when adventurers are trying to cross the beam.
He doesn't like people on his beam.
Should have known.
And that's when our Universal Studios cart starts shaking, steam blows out of a vent somewhere, and it dives down into the lava pit. Yes.
All right, so we'll end our session there. We'll go on a 5-minute break, and then for anybody watching, stay tuned because we're gonna open it up for Q&A, so you guys can ask us anything about the show, the campaign, the lore, any of the characters. If you have questions about their backstory or things that they interests, or even for the players or myself. And then at the end of that, we'll do a giveaway. We'll probably do some Hoda points for sure, but if we can get some followers or some subscribers, we may do some Hoda tokens giveaway. So
Kurtz will only sing for subs.
So we have plastic tokens that have the Hoda symbol and the divinity symbol from the campaign. All of our players have them, and we will see if we can do a giveaway for that. So we will be back in 5 minutes. Thanks for sticking around.
And if you got the tokens, high 6666 with me, because this shit is the devil.
Alright, we'll be back.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Alright, and we are back. Thanks for sticking with us, everybody. We were all just joking on the break. They're all talking about new characters to roll because they all think they're fucked here. But
Yeah.
Kurtz is never gonna die though, so buy me health potions.
Tune in next week to find out what characters they're gonna roll.
I mean, if there was ever a time for Carvelia to appear, it would be now.
If you watched Art and Guy last week, we talked about character creation. So
Yeah,
Oh,
it wasn't
very,
foreshadowing
very,
anything.
Very fitting, very fitting.
very fitting Art and
Sharpen
Guy.
your pencils. AJ might be drawing some new.
Oh god. I mean,
Hey, at least we're not metagaming.
Yeah.
Strongbraid wants to get the fuck out of this lava dungeon.
All right. So we will open it up to any viewers. If you guys have any questions for us at all, it could be big, little, personal, professional. It could be anything. We'd love to hear about what you guys think about things or opinions or anything like that. We try to keep this channel evolving and growing and stuff, so we love feedback on everything.
Yeah, chatter interaction is one of our favorite things.
All right,
If
Clips
you
Craig
were about-
said, lol, what class and race would you guys like to be if you were all to die? So that's
All
a good segue.
Take it, Dylan. Take it, Dylan.
Yeah, I would like to be a Dragonborn druid. Solely because I've never played a druid, and Dragonborn I can honestly, like, if I want to do someone who's like ice-based, I can just vape into my camera, and that's my dragon breath. You know?
Okay. And how I like to implement Dragonborn, because the breath weapon is so pathetic that you would never choose that for an action. I allow it to be a bonus action.
It grows in strength if you level up too, though. It's not that bad.
It's still it doesn't get that great though. It's like
But at the same time, I agree
But
with
it is
the
cone,
DM.
so that is nice.
Yeah, but I agree with the DM because it's like it shouldn't take a full action to go.
Right, you could.
Well, there's like a
Yeah, while you're
as you're
attacking.
swinging.
there's a cleric spell that's like a group heal that takes 10 minutes to cast. I like to let that just be an action because
It's the campfire
fucking
healing
ridiculous.
spell.
Yeah.
I would like to play cleric as well. I would like to play Death Cleric.
Like a necromancy one?
No, just Cleric of Death, just like one of the more like
Well,
good
there's a-
ones of like
there's
it's like it's like death is a natural thing, and
There's
this
a-
cleric is like
in the Dungeon Master's Guide, there's a Death Cleric, and then in Xanthar's Guide, there's the Cleric of the Grave, which I that's
and I think those are really
Yeah.
cool because clerics are mostly seen as healers and not as someone who sort of not like forces the cycle of death, but like encourages it rather. And I've never played a cleric either, so I think that playing a cleric, I'd play them like a Warhammer 40k cleric though. Like
I know you're just saying that to piss off Kyle because we know Kyle hates clerics.
Yeah, right. Well, there's a question in the chat from CR Amazing. If we roll new characters, would the chat be able to have influence on our characters?
I would so be down for people picking what I played. I think that's a lot of fun.
Everyone
As long
would
as it's
gang up
wizard.
on you. Yeah, fucking son of a bitch.
I would allow our loyal viewers to influence my character creation as well, and just play as best I could what they created for me.
So
I
we got-
wouldn't.
We got some more questions for you, but I do want to hear your guys' answer to the first question. So just pop out with race class.
Race class. So I'd probably do like a tiefling, and maybe like a fighter, Eldritch Knight.
Okay,
Ooh, I love Eldritch Knights. They're awesome.
I'll just go fuck myself.
I've never.
I love your fighter too, Dylan. It's fine.
I usually tend to play like good characters, and recently I played a couple sessions in just a random game that one of my players from one of my other games has been running, Heart of the Dragon Queen, and I'm playing a tiefling fighter, or not fighter, a tiefling bard but I'm playing the what is it, the sword college, not the magic college, the sword college.
Yeah.
So like I'm insulting my party when I give them bardic inspiration, and really digging into like the stereotypical tiefling. So I'm like using my very bullshitty demonized voice, and kind of fucking with everyone as I go. It's been a lot of fun. That's something I've never done before. So it'd be fun to legitimately play like a tiefling for any solid duration of time. I think it'd be a big change from what I usually play.
Ooh,
Thanks,
for the cheers.
Flix3, for the 100 bits.
Thanks for the cheers.
So
Oh, click. Oh,
Kyle
mine
and
would
Andrew,
be mine would be a tabaxi monk.
Oh god.
One, because I love monks. Two, because I think it'd be nice just to kind of keep the shroud kind of involved in the storyline somewhat. So kind of a double bonus there. So tabaxi monk, played one before, loved it.
Tabaxis are my favorite D&D race.
they're pretty fun. And AJ?
I would try and make I'd be difficult to pick on the race. I feel like I would be happy if someone like just did the dice roll and made it random. But I would probably go with Celestial Warlock and have him be where he just literally cannot sleep. Like one of his biggest things is he's too afraid to close his eyes. He's afraid of the dark, and so he constantly casts the light spell on something and has it with him at all times.
Okay.
Just things lit. So when anyone's trying to sneak into the party or down to a cave, he just has it on, and they're just like, "Cover the light." No.
It's my precious.
Yeah, he's just gonna be the beacon in the middle of the dark dungeon where it's like, there they are. It's like, turn it off.
My precious.
I just
From us.
I just heisted my 43k Hoda points, which I
Oh shit.
built up from 1,000 at the start of our session. So
Should have saved it for the giveaway.
join in this bank, bros.
Yeah. the little nuisance of light.
We had another question. What would your character's biggest regret should they die?
Ooh.
Our
Keep the
current
questions coming in
characters?
too, guys. Questions. Go ahead.
Damn.
If I revealed my character's biggest regret and I live, my personal biggest regret would be revealing that regret. And I know that sounds complicated, so I can't personally answer that question. And I think that's probably the same for all of us, right?
Yeah, Kurt's. I'll reveal Kurtz's. Kurtz's would be not avenging the death of his friends and family. Either A, by killing the gods / goddesses, or by finding the people responsible or destroying the horsemen.
That's pretty
Kurtz is just a maelstrom of vengeance at this point, and anyone who gets in his way, as I'm sure a lot of you have seen, he sort of channels that viciousness onto them.
I guess I could be vague about that. Strongbraid is on. He's been searching for his grandfather, and so if he died, his last thoughts would be about his grandfather and never find him.
If Kurtz died, he'd probably come back as a revenant, honestly.
Rin's greatest regret would be the fact that he would be dying in a place where no one would be able to see his manifest. He would really, he has a lot of secret and great importance with that book, and if it gets lost or doesn't get fully shared in a way with the world, that would be his biggest regret.
I'm gonna burn it when you die.
Yeah, and if that happened, that'd be like his. he wants that thing to be mass produced like Luther did with the Bible. He wants to just get that shit out there. So if it dies with him now, that would be his biggest thing.
Kyle.
Mainly.
Never banging Alundra? That'd be a big fucking...
her and Kurtz are friends, man. I could hook you up.
Yeah, no, that's what's pretty fucking great. Is
that's the only reason you'd be hanging out with Kurtz, is it?
I have to keep you alive now. I have to. Before we were friends, now there's a secondary layer.
Klickskrieg says Vape God Kurtz, you're right. Vape Nation.
What flavor? He wants to know flavor.
Flavor. Oh, I've got
Sweaty
three
ball sack.
flavors. I've got 3 flavors in this. I've got Average Joe's Hotel California. I've got Jawbreaker.
Wow.
And I have Liberty, all mixed together.
Well, 2 of those were at least sexually implied, but all right.
Yeah. Hotel California. That's
And
not.
Jawbreaker.
If we get 200 subs, I'll sing Hotel California. How's that?
200
like
total or 200 tonight? All right. So I have a
Such
question
a lovely place.
for you guys to answer. How has the Horseman directly affected your characters? The ones that have.
A lot.
The ones that have come.
It's kind of come up a few times when, if you guys watched the previous episodes, the Horseman influencing Kurtz has come up quite frequently. I won't go into detail about it. You guys got to go back and watch the episodes. Sorry. But Kurtz is very much tied into the fate of the Horseman.
Okay.
For Strongbraid, he was most affected by the second and third horsemen. For the second horseman, it threw the dwarves into a heavy civil war, and really it pitted him against, just because of his youth, pitted him against the dwarves he grew up with, versus the dwarves that treated him a lot better than the dwarves he grew up with. And so Strongbraid has his blade is covered in dwarven runes, and all of those runes are the names of the dwarven families of some person in that family that he's killed in war. And now he's trying to atone for all those dwarves that he's killed. The second horseman kind of flushed out a lot of the weaker who didn't make it through or were just barely hanging on through the first 2 horsemen, and set him on a path of, or gave him a path to start trying to redeem himself from all the bad stuff he's done in trying to just help people through the times of famine. And
That's funny because Chris was just killing a lot of people during the second Horseman.
anyone that Strongbraid was too. That's when he did his most killing during the war. Yeah. But he killed a lot of dwarves during war, and he killed a lot of the dwarves that he grew up with. And then through the Third Horseman famine, he spent most of his time trying to help whoever he could, because after all those emotions subsided that the horsemen brought forth from appearing, driving fear and hatred into all the hearts of the people, he tried to heal his own heart and anyone else that he could through helping others.
Okay. Finley.
I mean, not too much. Interestingly enough, I not to give too much away background-wise, but Finley was out and about traveling the world during all of this, and whether it be the right place, right time, or if that coincidentally in size with just a little bit of halfling luck, kind of wasn't necessarily affect too much in terms of the horsemen. When they came, he was just dodged a bullet every time, if you will. But at the same token, I have not been home yet, so question mark.
Okay. Andrew, did you answer? I don't remember.
I think Andrew did.
No. Rin didn't have too much in anything with the horseman when it directly affecting him. He obviously was in the world, and he was there when it happened. But I think the third one would have been the most noticeable, because when it becomes something as widespread as that, and the populace, especially when there's such a divide between classes, that you would suddenly see that the power of the masses could be far more detrimental to those of the smaller cream of the crop at that sense. So he probably felt more of the impact and the semi-sense of urgency when there's a shortage on supply, and that's probably when he realized that there was a lot more to really kind of feel for it. He wasn't there, he didn't participate in the war, he didn't participate in the first one. He just didn't know about the first one until after a lot of aftermath. Yeah.
Okay. We got a question. Finley, what cosmetic changes, if anything, is the bard going to have if alive?
Bigger penis.
Well, that's just standard. Cosmetic? Cosmetic changes.
I wasn't quite sure at the moment.
You want to be tall as a human?
Is the bard going to have?
Clicks, if you want to elaborate on that question a little bit, we'll come back to that. All right, so who is the main love of every party member?
I think that's pretty obvious at this point for Finley.
That was from Horn Drop.
Kurtz is his wife, Anna. That's all. Go into that.
Okay. So we got Lundra, Anna, and you two.
Strongbraid has no romantic love and never has. So his main love would be for his closest family, which would be his grandfather and his also half Tabaxi, half Dwarven sister.
I'm a killer.
Rin has been predominant most of his life, has been separated from anything or anyone that he would consider in a what you would call long-term love. He's certainly had his fair share of enjoyment and flings and things, but he has a very aware idea that no matter who he picks, if he does, it's not going to be something that would last, because he lived them.
AJ, I actually have a question for you and for Ren. I know you're gay. Is Ren gay?
I mean, you don't know.
You'll
find out, won't you?
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, but I think you're gonna have to wait for that one.
All right.
This is like the same question of saying, Finley, you have two daddies. What now?
Strongbraid was trying to do some push-ups.
I feel like
next to him, maybe he's just not into furry creatures.
I feel like Finley's bi, but that's just me.
Had two daddies,
Always open up to a new challenge. Always open.
It's got a whole
I view Finley like Creed Bratton from The Office. There's a scene where he's like, I grew up mainly in the 60s and 70s, and there was like a lot of free love, and I had sex with many women, but it's possible that man slipped in from.
Yeah. I view Finley as Constantine from like DC. It's just like, yeah, Constantine's bi, but he primarily goes for women, so it's like whatever.
All right. Another question: which horseman would your character most relate to?
War.
Or
Yeah.
because of the dwarves, yeah.
Or if I'm, you know, if I'm guessing the fourth horseman, death. That's just a guess.
Probably pestilence, I guess, because being deprived of something or having something taken away or put in short supply is literally Rin's biggest hurdle in life.
Okay, say
whatever he wants is never enough.
I'd probably have to go with that too. Very similar answer, because by default, the other one's not really relatable to.
Well, I thought you were going to pick Conquest because Finley is going to be conquesting the world with Finley bastards.
Oh, well, we could do that. Let's do it. We'll go with that one then. Yeah.
Roll a 1d20. How many bastards you have out?
That's from 20.
19.
And guess what? Oh,
Ooh, I rolled a 19.
not done. Sean, you know what we keep forgetting to do?
What?
We've had so many natural 20s on hits, no one's exploding their dice.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, sure, I should have killed everyone.
We can go through your guys' character sheets. I think if you add an exclamation point, it'll automatically explode the dice for you. It's a mechanic that's in Roll20. But when you guys built them, it's not in there. So.
By the way, if anyone wants to watch the character building sessions, they're on YouTube. They are extremely monotonous, and all of us wanted to kill ourselves.
Oh, for when you guys made your characters?
Mm-hmm.
To answer Click's question, now that she explained the cosmetics being more of a glamour bar as I move forward, I'm getting a little bit of thought to it. I mean, it's definitely one of those things like, you know, once we get to a town and I can exploit my gold reserves and possibly try to get some more, but I mean, it's definitely going to be more flashy robes, a little bit more rings, the golds are going to get, it's going to be like the Mr. T of...
Are you going to look like David Bowie?
I'm thinking more of like Mr. T. I'm just going to have like